The Cobalt Note 20 available in the market from May 2020. The phone got a 6.5-inch HD Plus touchscreen display with a resolution of 1560 x 720 pixels. The Cobalt Note 20 has installed MediaTek Helio Y820 processor for its performance with integrated GPU powered via GE8320. It has 3GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 128GB via a micro SD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, starting with 12MP main shooter at the 20MP depth sensor camera lens and 2MP macro camera lens, and the fourth camera is 0.3MP ultra wide camera lens, and on the front side it has 8MP selfie camera. Cobalt Note 20 operates Android 10 operating system. Phone features NFC, light sensor, Face ID, fingerprint scanner, etc. As for the battery, it has 4200 mAh removable battery. The phone available in 3 color variant: blue, green, black. Its weighs about 200 grams. UMIDIGI A7 Pro is a Chinese smartphone with decent amount of memory but very weak processor. Many rear cameras, as many as 4 UMIDIGI A7 Pro available in the market from April 2020. The phone got a 6.3-inch LTPS IPS LCD touchscreen display with a resolution of 1080 x 2340 pixels and with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9, and it is protected by 2.5D curved glass screen. The UMIDIGI A7 Pro has installed MediaTek Helio P23 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU ARM Mali G71 MP2. It has 4GB of RAM with 64GB or 128GB of internal storage respectively. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, starting with 16MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 8MP wide-angle lens and a 5MP depth sensor lens, and the fourth camera is 5MP macro sensor lens. On the front side, it has 16MP selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. UMIDIGI A7 Pro operates Android 10 Q operating system. As for the battery, it has 4150 mAh non-removable battery. The phone available in 3 color variant: jet black, sky blue, and its weighs about 189 grams. Untitled C18 Pro is available in the market from April 2020. The phone got a 6.55-inch touchscreen display and a resolution of 720 x 1600 pixels, and the Untitled C18 Pro has 4GB RAM and 64GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side. It has 16MP main shooter and the 2MP FF and the 8MP wide-angle lens and the 2MP macro rear cameras and 16MP front cameras. Untitled C18 Pro offers Android 10 Q operating system. As for the battery, it has 4000 mAh non-removable battery with 10W fast battery charging support. Huawei Enjoy 10 Plus available in the market from September 2019. The phone got a 6.59-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080 x 2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. The Huawei Enjoy 10 Plus has installed 12nm high silicon Kirin 710A processor for its performance with integrated GPU Mali G51 MP4, 4GB, 6GB or 8GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 1TB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. 48MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 8MP telephoto lens with f2.4 aperture and the 2MP depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture. On the front side, it has a 16MP motorized pop-up selfie camera with f2.2 aperture. Huawei Enjoy 10 Plus operates Android 9 Pie EMUI 9.1 operating system. As for the battery, it has 4000 mAh non-removable battery with 10W battery charging support. The phone available in 3 color variant: red tea orange, emerald gradient, magic night black, and its weighs about 163.5 gram. Honor 9X available in the market from October 2019. The phone got a 6.59-inch LTPS IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080 x 2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. The Honor 9X has installed 12nm high silicon Kirin 710F processor for its performance with integrated GPU Mali G71 MP4. It has 4GB or 6GB of RAM with 64GB and 128GB of internal storage. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. It has 48MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 8MP ultra-wide lens with f2.4 aperture and the 2MP depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture. The back camera supports super slow motion video recording at 1080p resolution in 60 frames per second. On the front side, it has 16MP motorized pop-up selfie camera with f2.2 aperture. Honor 9X operates Android 9 Pie EMUI 9.1 operating system. As for the battery, it has 4000 mAh non-removable battery with 10W fast battery charging support. The phone available in two color variant, Midnight Black, Sapphire Blue, and it weighs about 196.8 gram.